Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. Jennifer, I got a bone to pick with you. Chad, Abigail, Julie, all y'all that's in that believe in Gwen hype, I got a bone to pick with y'all. Let's just go ahead and get Jennifer on out the way. Jennifer, you got to be one of the delusional people this week of this week. You got to be. I don't want to call you dumb or stupid, but you're pushing me. So besides going asking Jack, is you cheating on me? Besides confronting the man or confronting Kay, ask him these questions, you'd rather sit around, look crazy, wonder, thinking, guessing, wondering if Kate and Jack still having a thing. Jennifer, have you done lost your mind since you got out of that coma? That's all I want to know. I'm just wondering. I'm just asking for a friend. Because the way you were sitting up there thinking that, oh, Jack loves me, but Kate had him, and I don't know if they still going on. I don't know if they still... Jennifer, let's take the cheating mess out of the picture. Who have Jack always ran behind like a sad little puppy? Who have Jack always pledged his love to? Who have Jack always tried to impress? That'll be all you, correct? So what makes you think one night turned into an eternity that Kate and Jack right here having an affair for the whole season? Jennifer, I'm about sick of you. Like, this had to be the insecurity episode Thursday. I mean, we bad enough. We got Jennifer Ryan here worrying about this whole little puppy that found the new home. We got Chad over here, Mr. Non-Fighter, Mr. King of Sucker Punch over here, worrying about that Abigail sleeping with Jake, even though I don't know why he would suggest that, but he is. Then we got Gwen running around here, manipulating the whole entire family, and now she got Julie in there too. Look like she finna get Anna too. I just wish y'all will open your eyes. Sometimes I can't stand soap operas, and this is one of the times where I can't stand them. Y'all can't, between all y'all that Gwen is manipulating, playing with y'all, saying, look, putting little seeds of doubts in y'all head, y'all don't go to think about it and say, now why would she say that? Now why would she do that? Why did she have to bring that up? What are you doing? What are you trying to prove? Like, y'all can't see her manipulating y'all? Y'all can't see her playing y'all? Y'all don't see her going along, especially with the little Christmas present. It didn't have no name on it. It wasn't for no specific person. She just coming there grabbing a gift saying, Abigail, is for you. You said, well, I don't know if it's for me or not because, you know, it don't got a name on it. It could be from Chad. It could be for anybody. Who knows? You mean to tell me don't all y'all don't know when y'all getting played? Even in a group setting, y'all don't realize the manipulation that y'all getting played. What y'all should have been asking her was, Gwen, no, that can be somebody else present. You don't know if it's Chaz or not. That's what common sense people are saying. That can be for anybody. Why do you assume that's for Chad? That can be for anybody. There's a whole lot of people staying in this house. Why are you singling out Abigail? Chad and Abigail. Tony could have brought that in the house and, you know, left it around somewhere and said, I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to surprise somebody with it. You don't know. But you mean to tell me? But I think Anna might be able to win. You know what? I think Anna might get her. Because Anna is very suspicious. Anna is wondering. So I think Anna, as crazy as she might be the one that cracked her code. And like I said, Gwen, you got too much going on. You need to pick one and stay with it. I done told you too many balls in the air. Sooner or later, they're going to start dropping. So you run around here worrying about what Jake doing. You're playing around with Abigail and Chad. Then you run around here worrying about what's going on and how you gonna stick it to Abigail and Jack and Jennifer. How you keep all this? How do you even sleep at night? Your mind must be busy even when you sleep. Because even people with common sense will say, nah, I stick to one or two things. Maybe I stick to my main objective. I wouldn't do the side missions quite yet. I do the quest first, then the side missions. It's just like you going and don't know when to stop. And the funny thing about it, I can't be mad at Gwen, to be all serious and honest. I can't be mad at her. Because she playing the game right now. For all you smart people that's in our family that Gwen and touched and manipulated, all y'all need to go get y'all brain examined. Like I said, I cannot blame her. I'm mad, but I can't really blame her. Because she playing y'all for fools. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and in a group setting, she playing y'all all for fools and y'all ain't caught on yet. Like, when are y'all gonna wake up and open y'all eyes and start questioning her? Why would you say that? Why would you do that? What's going on? Like I said, she gonna get caught up one of these days. She gonna get caught up and then it's gonna make sense to all y'all that she been playing y'all all this time. The funny thing is, I don't know how she getting away with all this BS. Like Abigail, the mayor meeting where she was in this council meeting with Jack. Okay, Chad run around here looking for her or whatever. Abigail, would it been too much for you to, shoot a text to Chad saying, hey, I'm tied up at the moment with my dad? Would have been too much to send a text that way to signs to Gwen? Then when Chad asks her, have you seen Abigail? She says no, knowing she lying. But she don't care. She just playing the game. At this point, I just think she just throwing darts in the air. And I hope one on sticking Abigail neck. Well, Abigail, Jack, Jennifer, Jake, I just think she just playing it along right now. And I can't be mad at her. If it was a game and it was for some money, Gwen have been outplayed all y'all, outplayed y'all, outwit y'all, and y'all all be going home as losers right now. If there was a game of survival, she'll be winning. And we ain't got no choice but to give her the money. Cause she played all y'all for fools. So like now manipulating y'all, putting seeds in y'all head. It's just the little things that make me mad about how she be playing y'all. Like, come on now. Chad, you didn't realize she was playing you? When she said, no, haven't seen Abigail. Oh, what else she said? I didn't see Abigail. Then she put a little seed in your head. You went running with that seed, running to Jake's garage. You didn't see that, wasn't nobody there. Then here she come 2 minutes later. Chad, what are you doing? My first question would have been, okay, I know I'm a little crazy. I'm running behind my wife wondering if she's cheating on me or not. What are you doing here? What is this in there, your business? Um, this my mission. I didn't ask for no sidekick. What are you doing here? Like the little stuff she do and the stuff that y'all let her get away with it. I'm just wondering how long these games gonna go. That's all I'm wondering. Just how long the game's gonna go. Then, not to mention, she still got feelings for Jake. Worrying about who Jake's sleeping with. Talking about Kate in front of Jake, calling Kate grandma. She might be grandma, but she got your man. So grandma must be doing something right, Gwen, while you start there picking at her age. That same Granny as you call her got your man. So what you got to say about that? Well, technically she started from Gabby. Well, I can't say technically. Basically, she picked him up where Gabby left him off at when she ran to Mexico. Then she picked up the pieces. So while you sitting up there hating on Kate, You might want to look at yourself in the mirror and wonder how old lady got your man all these times. I got your man all this time sneaking around having sex, kissing, giving presents and all that. And what you said, oh, you can go buy Kate extravagant gifts, but every time you had went and got me a gift, it was from the dollar store. Anything you can find from the dollar store. It's funny how your jealousy playing around with you. Then on top of it, you trying to get your little revenge. Then on top of it, you playing around with everybody in the family. It just and Julie, I'm not gonna give you too much because you ain't really do nothing this episode. You was trying to clear up Jennifer insecurities. God knows why. But you were trying to clear up her insecurities, and then you got caught up in Gwen Webb. You let her play you too for a sucker. I just want to know when y'all gonna catch on, when y'all gonna start reading her, when something not gonna add up. I think Dr. Rolf kind of told on Gwen today. Cause remember when they was at they went to the prison to see Kristen and Andre Tony came. And then Dr. Rolf left Chris in that picture of them as a family, Chad, all them as a family. I think Dr. Rolf told on himself, and that got Chad Gear started running. Like, how would you know anything about what's going on? You here. How do you know what's going on? So I think with that, Chad Gears might start actually working as they should, and maybe he can catch them. I'm still hoping not that Anna catch up. We don't know how long Anna and Tony in town, but I'm happy they're here. Maybe Anna can shoot her in the I ain't gonna say that. But maybe Anna can give her, with the gun, shooting crazy, running around here like a crazy one with a gun. Maybe Anna can give her a present. The present where she don't want one in. Maybe Anna can help us out with that. But other than that though, I think Anna might be, I ain't gonna say too smart. I say she might be the one that cracks the code, might be able to decipher her lies, might be able to, call her out or whatever. I think it might be Anna because Anna is very suspicious of her because she said you got a UK accent but you in the States. Yeah, she started asking those questions. You see how quickly Gwen wanted to avoid that situation. So I think Anna might put some more seeds in the right person's hand. And you got Kate mad with that present because you knew that present went for Abigail. And then Chad, you brought my wife a present. Now, Chad, we not gonna give you too much, and you're not gonna do too much. All we gonna hope you can do is punching bag correctly without trying to break your wrist. That's all we gonna give you. Other than that, you ain't gonna bust a grape. You ain't gonna bust a grape, or you ain't gonna hit no fly. Ain't nobody worrying about you attacking them or hurting them. Now, you want a sucker punch, we'll depend on you to doing that. Other than that, Chad, sit your behind down somewhere and like I said, I just want to know how long this manipulation gonna play out and how long these lies gonna continue. Because as of now, Gwen is killing y'all and leaving I can't say leaving little traces behind. She leaving big traces behind. I think Kate owned her now for real, because Kate knew that present was from Jake. But here go Gwen interfering and calling herself being messy, putting more seeds out there in front of a group setting. Like, Gwen, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And your insecurities over Jake and Kate and then all these other stuff, I think your main problem is going to be Jake. You can't let the Jake thing go. Even though it done been weeks and months, you still can't let that go. Okay, let's focus on that later on down the line. If you really want to get Abigail and her family, the best thing you can do is focus on that and leave the other BS alone. Or continue doing what you're doing and keep on, playing around with everybody. And keep on leaving seeds of doubts in everybody's head. Sooner or later, you're going to be the one that get poked. So, Keep right on doing what you doing. It was something else I want to talk about. Oh, uh, so what's the lady name? Ava. You made the wrong decision. Like, come on, Ava. You know what? I was hoping you could say both. But how you flat out told that boy, no, I got to tell Trip the truth. I got to do this with Trip. This is for Trip. His reputation already ruined. Better than throwing one son under the bus while trying to save another son. Like, you left that boy no choice but to knock the hell out of you with that vase or that vase. You left him no choice after that. Then you want him to sit down and explain what happened? You don't think that was a little bit too much? And this the one son that felt that you never loved him as much as you loved Trio. All you could have done is help this boy out a little bit more than you did. But I'm guessing cause Trip is Steve's son, he hold the priority. Charlie don't really hold no priority or no weight. And you just gonna let him go to the wash and rescue Trip and save him. Like kill a helpless baby or something. Like using your words correctly probably would have helped you out. I'm gonna say that because I don't think you. Well, when I'm trying to think of what you would have said and what you probably would have done, it's kind of hard for me because I only know you as Crazy Ava. That's all I'm gonna ever see you for. If push come to shove, do I think you probably would have tried to save Charlie? No. I don't think you probably would have, you probably would have like put some weight there to try to help him. But when it came to Trip, I think you would have did way more than Trip than you would have done for the other son. And that's a terrible thing to be. Loving one son too much and loving one son less. Like, I ain't gonna say you the queen of motherhood. You kind of got robbed from Trip. Um, you barely got to spend time with us, so I'm a kind of say, playing devil advocate, that you kind of owe him the world, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing it's okay to let that one over there go, because let that one over there, fall under the cracks because you weren't really a mother to Trip. Frankly, you weren't no mother to Charlie. He left a whole nother state just to come to you, to be around you, and you still, it's just like, is he the black sheep of the family? Because that's what I'm giving. You praise this one and worship this one. This one over here is the black sheep. He's not none of Steve's sons, so either way you can care less. You'll throw him to the wolves. Long as you saving Trip, you okay. I'm going to say you could have used your words more carefully when it came to Charlie, because you see he emotionally unattached and he really scared and concerned and he don't want to go to prison, or he did a bad thing. But I want to say he accept his consequences, but he don't want to do the main consequences, meaning going to jail for it. But he wouldn't take responsibility and own up to it. I would say you would help him, might try to help him, or I want to say you probably would have tried to help him out with his legal problem. But just looking at it, I think you love Trip way too much. I think you would have let him go into the wolves. If push came to shove, saving Trip and throwing that one away, you probably. I want to say you would, but I can't judge you as a mother because this is our first time seeing you as a mother. You already got some scrapes against you. You already don't really know Trip. You just know of him. You say, well, Charlie said that he does some bad things, but he's sorry he done them or whatever. And he trying to do better. He just made mistakes, and I want to say you'll try to be there for both, but I'm still seeing Trip up here and Charlie way down here. You can barely see him. But I'm hoping as a mother you don't love Trip more than you love Charlie. But the way it's shaping out, I say you should have used your words more carefully. I'm stick with that. When you should have used your words more carefully, and you should have been a little bit more cautious, because you seen he didn't want to own up to it from the jump. You basically had to pull it out of him. Um, then on top of it, not only did you have to pull it out of it, he finally admits you talking about Trip and saving him, not mentioning Charlie, and how you should have assured him, like, look, I know this is a bad deal for all of us. Look, I'm going to exonerate Trip, and I'm also going to help you out and save you. Like, it sounded like you want to save one and just throw the other one away, my opinion. I wish you would have worded that correctly and assured him that you would have saved him too. But then again, you probably would have saved tripped over him and thrown him to the wolves. So I'm going to leave it at that. Allie, Allie, the more you tell this story, the more I just sit back and shake my head. Your story doesn't make any sense. Your story does not hold any weight. Yes, small claims are different than criminal court, but if we don't believe your story, how are we gonna reward you money? Yes, we know you was raped. Yes, we know the DNA test proves that it was Tripp. But if we don't believe your story or believe the lies that are coming out of your mouth, how can we reward you money? Even telling Steve that story, how you was hauled down, being raped. You didn't say that they had facial hair. You never said what color their eyes was. You can't even much tell them if their arm was hairy or not. You can't even much tell me, do they have a scent? Was they wearing cologne or nothing? Like, your story does not make any sense, Allie. And the more you tell this story, the more crazier you look. You might end up winning somehow, maybe, in small claims court. But if your story don't hold water and Trip goes to tell his story, they're going to say, we know you was right. We understand that. But your story not making sense. And when most people tell a story of the day they got raped, they remember the hand, the face, the body, facial hair, eyes, nose, mouth. Do they got a beard? Do they got a mustache? Was they chest hairy? Was they tall? Was they skinny? Well, I mean, you can't even give us none of that. How are we supposed to believe your story, Allie? We know you was raped. We know you was hauled down, but by who? Who is gonna believe you? Even Steve got more, but even Steve got more doubts than truth to you. He even believed even more that his son didn't rape you. Because you can't even give us you can't even tell us what the man is. Was it a Caucasian? Was it white? Was it black? Was he Hispanic? Come on. Eye color, nose color, ears, mouth, cheeks, beard, mustache. You can't even give us nothing. At this point, Casper the Friendly Ghost raped you. And you just trying to throw it on Trip because Casper the Friendly Ghost ain't got no DNA, so we got to believe the DNA test to say Trip raped you. So you're going to have to work on that story a little bit more hard before you even think about going to criminal court. Good luck with that. You might not get nowhere with that neither, but we going to see. And that's about it, y'all. Anyways, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all Monday. Bye.